Today we talk of one of the most scariest, or no, today we talk about 12 common places in the world. And these are not places where it's dangerous for you, but it's rather places you can visit. So let's start with the first one. And the first one is the Eiffel Tower. It is one of the most craziest and greatest buildings in all of the world because it is in France, in Paris, and it was supposed to be dismantled after 20 years. And I talked about it in my video about the secret room in Paris, and you should check that out. And now, some facts about it. And it is in the city of La in Paris, and you can go to it and you can marry like this couple, but it's also a great story because you don't see it at the bill at the picture. But this Eiffel Tower is growing or expanding up to 15 centimeter in the summer to the heat, and yeah, this looks like it should make like an old picture because during World War II the Allied cables were cut, so like the Nazi leader couldn't go up, and this is just like 80 years ago, and the Eiffel Tower requires 60 tons of paint, and I think it shows how great this building really is. And we come from the highest building to the longest building actually, because now we are at the Great Wall in China, and this stretches over one or two 21,000 kilometers, more than half than the Earth's circumference. It's really great. But there's also a myth about it, because do you thought it is visible from the moon? Then I have to tell you actually wrong, because Chinese people wrote it so people would believe it, but it's actually wrong. And you, there you can see that its parts were built using sticky rice mortar, and it's really a network of walls. This shows only the greatest, and I'm sorry for the wrong viewage, but it should not, but it should visible what how long this is. And let's move on to also a gift of France to celebrate US independence, the Statue of Liberty. The full name is the Liberty Enlightening the World, and it represents the gift to celebrate US independence and also to celebrate USA. And it was originally copper colored, and it turned green to the oxidation, and it is like it has also a crown, and we really don't know which it symbolizes. And most people say it represents continent and ocean. Some say it marks Jesus. Yeah, really don't know, and it's a myth. And yeah, FBI won't get you due to this. And now we take part at the Taj Mahal, and it was originally designed a mausoleum built for Shah Jahan's wife. I hope I spoke that right. I'm not too deep in the Indian culture, but I try to learn other cultures from Mumtaz al-Mahal, and it took 20 years and over 20,000 workers, and the colors changed from pink, I don't know if that's, and the think the golden depending on the light, and this represents also his wife. And yeah, it was also built with a slight tilt to withstand earthquakes, and I thing that symbolizes how resistant this building is and what Montezuma want to build for his wife. And yeah, this represents the loss of his wife, what he what he lived through. And now we come to one of the greatest buildings in Rome, the Colosseum, and it really symbolizes like fights against each other. And it was open 80 years before Jesus Christus was born, and with 100 days of games inside, and it was originally named was Amathium Flavium, and this building is really destroyed today because it was really built long times ago, and they were also staged naval battle inside it. I didn't find any pictures of it, but you just have to look at it, and it's like the cinema in it. And now we come to Machu Picchu, a hidden Indian city at 2,403 meters above sea levels, and it was only discovered in 1911 by American Hiram Project Bingham, and it has unused gateways and questions about its purpose, and it's really, really high. So it's the question how they build it, and you see they have the movement of the sun and also place to live, and so it's really one of the greatest buildings in the world. So we're now halfway through, and also this Sagrada Familia, it was built by Antonio Gaudi. The last part of it life to it, and it began in 1882, and I visited in some time ago, and it will finish. I don't know if it finished. It is such a great building, and it's really high, and it symbolized the Gothic and Art Nouveau architecture. And I don't know if they won't finish it in 2030. I hope so, and then I will visit it again. And this symbolized the greatness of this, and you have to visit this in real life because in real life it's really quite. And let's move on to the 8th point, because in Egypt there are the pyramids of Giza, and I don't know if I write it so, but it's really strange. You can Google it, and it's all of the ancient seven wonders, and the only one still standing, and it's really great because this pyramid took also 20 years to build with around 2,000 workers, and it's the only building who was thought to build with aliens, and it was once covered in polished red limestone, and is perfectly aligned with the cardinal directions, like the like Machu Picchu, and yeah, it's a glory, and you can Google it, and you just really have to see this building, even if it will be dangerous because of the sun. It's really hot in there. The Sydney Opera House is opened in 1973 and is an UNESCO World Heritage Site. And yeah, this is really great because its roof is made of over 1 million ceramic tiles, and this siren is based on segments of an orange, despite I thought it would be the segments of an apple. And yeah, and it's highly controversial during construction due to cost and delays, but now it's finished. And now we come to the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, in the United Emirates. At 828 meters, it's the tallest building in the world, and it completed in 2010 after 6 years of construction. And the facade has more than 26,000 glass panels, and it uses massive amounts of water for air conditioning, and you have to watch this in real life. Now, a mysterious stone circle about 5,000 years old, and the stones were transported from 200 kilometers away, possibly used as an astronomical observatory, but we don't know actually yet. And they modified and expand over many centuries, and you just see how perfectly balanced they are, and showed the greatness of this place. And Angkor Wat is the largest religious monument in the world, originally Hindu, not Sikh familiar, but Angkor Wat in Cambodia, and it was built in the 12th century, and the names combined was Angkor, like city, and Wat for the temple. Sorry, and overgrown jungle, and later rediscovered and restored. And I want to say thank you for hearing and seeing and exploring our hidden places in the world. And damn it, that's why I say hidden travel experience out. Stay alright and leave us up. Alright, stay out.